The artwork on this case, in my opinion, is some of the best for the vintage era of Barbie. The running joke of my channel now is that anytime I purchase a number 3, I pretty much always say that she's definitely going to be my last one, and that definitely never is the case. I always find an excuse to purchase another one. In some ways, I feel a little guilty taking all of my belongings and packing up and leaving when so many other people are losing their possessions, but at this point in time, I just really want to be cautious and safe rather than sorry. Hey everyone, it's Ian here with the Nostalgic Toy Archive, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit since I have had the opportunity of producing a video for you guys. There has been a lot going on in my life currently, and as you probably can see, I am in a different location for today's video. Unfortunately, at the time of this video recording, California, Southern California, LA specifically, where I live and call my home, is under the attack of the grueling fires. We have the Pacific Palisades fire and the fire currently happening in Altadena. And a few days ago, not far from my home, there was a really bad fire in Runyon Canyon, which happens to be a canyon that I hike very regularly with my dogs. I'm just beyond devastated what is going on in Los Angeles. I have been calling this city my home for the past 8 years. The area where I live right now is not an immediate threat, but with the nature of this fire, that is all subject to change right now. I just wanted to play things extra safe because there's just a lot of uncertainty going on right now with this fire. So I packed up my car, took all of my valuables, my dogs, and of course, my vintage Barbie collection with me as well. I've been collecting Barbie now for about 2 years, and I have put a lot of time, effort, and money into my collection. I only rent an apartment right now, but I don't have renter's insurance, and everything that's going on right now is just so tragic and just so horrible. I wanted to be extra safe and to just pack up everything and to leave and to just be out of the city for right now. I also suffer from horrible chronic migraines, so the air quality has been really awful for me. And as of lately, one of the reasons why I haven't been filming a lot is just that my migraines have been so bad. I don't share a lot about my personal life on my channel. I do really like doing vlogs, and I had a vlogging channel for quite a few years where I documented my everyday life and living in LA. But with this Barbie channel in particular, generally I'm very rehearsed and have an overall agenda for my videos. But today I just wanted to give you a life update and to share with you what's going on in my life currently. If I'm being honest, I'm still just really in shock right now with everything that's going on in Los Angeles, and I'm really heartbroken for all of those families who have lost everything that they own. In some ways, I feel a little guilty taking all of my belongings and packing up and leaving when so many other people are losing their possessions, but at this point in time, I just really want to be cautious and safe rather than sorry. I really enjoy collecting vintage Barbies, and if you've been watching my channel, you'll also know that I really like to restore project dolls. And so during this hard time, while I have been up here with my parents, not in my own home, I have been taking some comfort in doing some restorations and, when appropriate, doing some additional purchasing to continually build up my collection. I do try to be rather frugal, but once in a while you have to treat yourself to something really special. And so today I'm going to show you one of my latest acquisitions that I'm really proud about. This is a number 3 Ponytail Barbie. This is now the 4th one that I own. The running joke of my channel now is that anytime I purchase a number 3, I pretty much always say that she's definitely going to be my last one, and that definitely never is the case. I always find an excuse to purchase another one. I purchased this gal on a Facebook group, and in all honesty, for a number 3, I think she was actually a really good deal. Here she is up close. She has that really beautiful sausage curl ponytail. I did reset her hair. Her original hairdo was just in a lot of mess, so I took some time to do a little bit of finessing with her hair. I think she's an absolutely gorgeous number 3. She does look pretty similar to one of my other number 3s, but the thing that I really love about these vintage Ponytail Barbies, especially these number 3s, is they can all look very different depending upon their facial features, their head shapes, and their skin tones as well, because some of them fade and others really keep their color. She happens to be wearing the outfit Winter Holiday, and I think she is very cute in this outfit. And I absolutely love this handbag as well. One of my holy grail items that I was able to purchase recently is this beautiful case for the 1963 Fashion Queen Barbie. The artwork on this case, in my opinion, is some of the best for the vintage era of Barbie. I just love these graphics of Barbie with all of her wigs. I love Fashion Queen Barbie. I think she's very underrated in my opinion, and I am beyond thrilled to have this beautiful case in my collection. This case does come in black, and that typically is the color variant that you will see more on the secondhand market. The red version is a little harder to find and generally speaking a little bit more expensive. I happened to purchase this on Poshmark and it was full of dolls and clothes, and I actually only paid $45 for this, which was an awesome deal. This was the bubble cut Barbie that happened to be in that case that I purchased, and I think she is exceptionally gorgeous. I don't know why this is, but for whatever reason, I have a really hard time finding bubble cuts on the secondhand market that have really beautiful examples of pristine face paints. A lot of these bubble cuts tend to get lip rubs, so the paint on their lips typically comes off, and that gives them the appearance as if they have smaller lips, when in reality a lot of them don't. So to be able to find one in such great condition was definitely a treat, and she came along in that trunk, and that was just a really good deal that I got on that. Speaking of bubble cuts, this is another one that I recently purchased, and I completely repainted her. Some of the later edition bubble cuts that came out came with what was called a high color profile. They had coloring very similar to the Color Magic Barbie, very vibrant red lips, very vibrant blush, and their eyeshadow was also very, very vibrant. I've never come across a bubble cut with a high color profile, and this girl was in horrific shape when I bought her. She was only about $20 on eBay, and pretty much all of her face paint was worn off, and so I took a lot of creative liberty with her and wanted to reimagine her with that high color Magic profile. I really love how she turned out, and she has quickly become one of my favorites. I just have a lot of fun with restorations, and especially during stressful times, it's just really fun to work on these projects. This hand was also missing quite a few fingers, but I was able to get away with hiding that with these cute little white gloves. She is wearing the peachy fleecy coat, which I really love, and one of the Sheath dresses as well. I really love these dresses a lot. Speaking of the Sheath dress, this is one that I actually sewed myself not too long ago. I had a lot of fun making it. I still need to put the little embellishments on the bodice, the little buttons, and I've been lazy and haven't completely finished closing it in the back. But overall, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I really love the pattern that I found on Etsy for this dress, and I will be sure to link it in the description box below. Recently, I also did some reorganizing with all of my Kens, and this Ken was in really bad shape. He is one of the early edition flocked Kens, and unfortunately, all of his hair was completely rubbed off. And so I learned and taught myself in the last week how to do reflocking on a Ken doll. And I am really happy with how he turned out. So for him, I took some creative liberty with his hair color, and I decided to make him a brownette. And that is actually a hair color that was produced for Vintage Ken and the Vintage Bubble Cut Barbie. but they're very, very rare hair colors and were only produced for a very short time. I didn't want to blow budget on a brunette Ken, so I took the creative liberty of recreating my vintage brunette Ken into a brownette Ken. And yeah, I thought that's a creative way to have a doll that's a little bit more rare. Obviously, if I were ever to resell him, I would disclose that he's not a true brownette, he's a reimagined one, but I can't find myself ever reselling him. I'm really happy with how he turned out, and I did give him a little bit of blush on the cheeks as well. I didn't want to overdo it because he is a boy doll, but I think he turned out really good. I own quite a few Kens in my collection, and definitely stay tuned because I will have an entire video dedicated to my vintage Ken collection coming soon. Last but certainly not least, I have been practicing my rerouting skills. I'm still very much a novice when it comes to learning how to reroute vintage Barbie, but this was actually the very first #3 Ponytail Barbie that I ever purchased, and she had incredibly receding hair on her crown. She pretty much basically had no hair at all on her crown. So I happened to do quite a bit of research into how I could reroute her, and overall, I'm happy with how she turned out. But the unfortunate thing I will say is that the replacement hair that I did purchase was not an exact match, so there is some inconsistency with her color. So here she is up close. I do honestly think, even though the color is not an exact match, it still is so much better than what she had before, which was practically no hair at all. I'm happy enough with how it came out. I'm not completely done with her yet, but as of now, I'm just enjoying her as is. And this was a huge project doll. If you've been watching me for a while, she was the first doll that I unboxed on my channel. She had no eyebrows, hardly any lips, and hardly any hair. So we have come quite a long way with her, especially given where she was in the beginning. I've just been trying to keep busy during this really rough time, but I do really want to get back to making more videos for all of you. It's just a little uncertain right now if I'm going to be able to go back home. I could technically go back home anytime I want since we're not under evacuation orders, but I just don't want to risk it right now, and I am enjoying being outside of the city. The air quality is definitely a lot better up here, so I'm just going to take things one day at a time. Today's video was not planned whatsoever. I just wanted to check in with all of you and show you what I've been working on. I really hope to get back to more videos soon, and I do have a lot planned in the near future. If any of you have been impacted by these horrific fires, my heart goes out to you. I am just beyond devastated with everything going on, and I just pray that all of this will get under control soon, and hopefully we can start to get back to somewhat of a normal life. Once again, thank you so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate all the support and the love. You've all been so wonderful in the comments section, and I truly enjoy making these videos and look forward to making many more in 2025. My name is Ian, and this is the Nostalgic Toy Archive. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.